What's going on, everybody? What is going on? And welcome to We Ain't Goes. I am your boy Ted's the Too Deep, and she is.
Hype wife. Hey,
Yeah.
hey.
What's going on, y'all? I hope everybody is having a great time tonight, chilling. I hope you got your wine and you're in your PJs. That is one of our only requirements when you listen to We Ain't Goes, is that you drink you some wine and you're in your PJs. How
Or
about that?
or your drink of choice, whatever it may be.
Yeah.
Moment of transparency. I have been having the screw top wine for so long
Uh-huh.
that tonight, literally like 3 minutes before we got on here, I looked at our wine, the one that I picked up, and said, "Oh snap! This is a real cork. I need to find the corkscrew." So, but
And she almost had a heart attack, y'all, but it's
I
okay.
did.
We
But
good. We made
we're in
adjustments.
here. We made
Okay.
adjustments.
Yes, we made adjustments to make sure everything is good. But let's get a few announcements out the way. So a few announcements I want to make is that this happens every single Wednesday. Okay. So Wednesday at 10, it's Jessica and Cortez, the Hamptons, as everybody likes to call us. We will be here giving you guys some episodes on our We Ain't Goals podcast. So we appreciate everybody that tunes in. Please do me a favor. We are going to talk about our topic, and then we get straight into conversation with everybody. So
Mhm.
feel free to ask questions and say some things. And guess what? When this is done, this literally goes to our Anchor account. And when on our Anchor account, you can hear the audio of this whole entire thing. And we doing it big, y'all. We even live on YouTube right now. So we
Yeah.
are live on our YouTube page, and we also are live on our Facebook page. So please make sure you subscribe to both of those pages. And we would appreciate it. We got a lot of things that we're going to talk about. It's going to be really, really cool. And we're going to be here, as I said, every single Wednesday.
Yeah. Share. Invite people. Yeah. And also this audio, he said Anchor, but it will also be available on Spotify as well.
Absolutely.
So
Yes, thanks to Anchor, we got a way to get to Spotify.
yes,
Okay.
yes,
So
yes.
both of our episodes are on Spotify right now. We Ain't Goals podcast is our Spotify. So please make sure you go there. Check us out. If you can't catch the entire episode tonight, then make sure you check us out tomorrow morning. You know what I'm saying? It's perfectly fine. And continue to tell all your friends about it. But let's get into it tonight. Wait a minute. I see the finger. That means 1 second.
Hold on. I just
Okay.
wanted to shout out Melodic Elements.
Hey, Melodic Elements. What's going on, Melodic
yes.
Elements?
So my soror,
Hey.
our soror,
Oh, wow.
Deanna Cole. And we have here my favorite, the whipped body butter. And this one is in mango. And I'm kind of like, I got a good half a tube left here, but I'm gonna need some more along with my hair oil. And this
Hair
is
oil is clutch.
listen,
Yep.
all of us, the whole household is
Whole
using
family
it.
uses it.
Whole family.
Whole family.
It's for hair, body, whatever.
Yep.
And then this here's my husband's favorite.
Yep. That is
This here, the beard comb.
Yes, the beard comb. Everybody for Beard Gang. If you need one, make sure you get with Melodic Elements.
Yes. All right.
Please. All right. So, babe, let's go ahead and tell the people what it is that we are talking about on episode 3 of We Ain't Go.
All right. Well, the topic tonight is 2 becoming 1. Learning your spouse.
Okay.
So we just want to talk about some adjustments you made during the dating process as well as after marriage. And if you have children, just how you accommodate each other and some compromising techniques.
All right, cool. So we should get a lot of great conversation from this. So I think one of the things I wanted to ask you first off. So when we first started dating, right? Like, what was one of the major adjustments that you had to make? Of course, everybody knows we started dating in high school, way back yonder. So what would you say was an adjustment that you made when we first started dating?
I'm going to say the biggest adjustment of anyone at that age would be friends and time management as far as
yes.
Yes. Yes. So I had to figure out, how do I be a good friend as well as be a good girlfriend and be a good girlfriend and friend to you as well. So for me, that was a little bit of a struggle. I mean, I was on step team doing a whole lot, hanging with friends. Oh, speaking of step team, look
Okay,
at
come.
child.
Oh, okay,
Come
girl. All
on, come
right.
on in the
She
room.
has on
My man,
her
your
her
t-shirt.
manual
Come on,
T-shirt,
Dreamer step team.
DuPont.
Come,
Yeah,
can y'all
Dreamer
see?
Step
Can y'all
Team.
see that?
She is showing her shirt,
Dreamer
y'all.
step team.
She's acting the fool,
Wow.
y'all. She's acting the fool. She's acting the fool,
Okay.
y'all. All
Okay.
right.
Just
Okay.
want to put
Okay.
that out
Okay.
there.
Dreamers. Okay. Dreamers.
Yes. So pretty much for us at the age of 14, 15, that was like
Yeah.
our biggest obstacle.
Mm.
I would say for me anyway. That's my take as far as juggling friendships and the relationship.
Okay.
And no, I will say also family because our family really thought, well, this ain't gonna last. This ain't gonna be nothing, because
Yeah.
well, look at us. I
We know how
mean,
that goes.
so
Yeah. Mm.
yeah.
Mm.
So
Mm.
that was some juggle there.
Okay. Okay. Well, I think an adjustment for me is I'm the type of person to be like, okay, here's what's happening. I actually got somebody that likes me back. So what am I gonna do with that? You know what I mean? A lot of times, when you're a kid, you just like people, you like a whole bunch of different people, and you're like, oh, okay, or you just crush on them, I guess. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? And you never really had a serious relationship with anybody. I think I was so like deep at, you know what I'm saying, like in I don't know what, ninth grade. I was real quiet into myself, and in 10th grade I started really coming into myself. But I was really a deep person, so I'm like, you know what, if I've gotten my heart broken so many times, you know what I mean, so as a little kid, little things hurt my feelings. So now it's like when I finally got somebody that likes me back, how do I not mess this up just as a kid? You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? I've never been in a serious relationship before. All I know is buying teddy bears and getting flowers and
Yeah.
things like that. Stuff that you hear that you're supposed to do to make young girls feel great, especially if you're a young man as well. Making sure that Valentine's Day is important, and making sure that she can walk down in the hallway and put a big old smile on her face because I got her a teddy bear or one of those balloon grams that we used to do.
Yeah,
You know
them
what I'm
balloon
saying?
grams.
It's just little small things like that. So that was an adjustment I had to make. I didn't really have to make adjustments with friends because I had already proclaimed my love for you. So they was just like, bro, you just need to go get her. You know what I'm saying? If it's who you want, then go get her, bro. Don't even worry about all that stuff. So my friends was pretty cool. I've always, held a small leadership role with my friends. I was always top dog, man. I don't care what none of them say.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? They knew what was up. So they had their own thing, so I let them be them. But I was always top dog, cuz, you know what I'm saying? So
Oh Lord.
I ain't even
Oh
worry about
Lord.
none of that. You feel me? But yeah, my friends was cool. It was just really talking to her and just building up that relationship and continuously making sure that we good. So the biggest adjustment I made was just getting used to having what we call a girlfriend. Like,
Yeah.
what does
what
that
does
mean?
that
You know what I'm
mean?
saying? What does
Yeah.
that really mean at 14 and 15 years old?
Phew.
You know what I'm saying? Like you said, your family don't even think you serious.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The little puppy love.
That's the phrase right there.
I mean,
Puppy
thanks to
love.
Bow Wow, Puppy Love was a great song when it was out. So
Hey,
yeah,
it's just
yeah,
puppy love.
yeah. So that was a really good. That was a really good song. So that helped be an anthem. I actually wrote a song to that and made
Yeah,
it and made it
and
for you.
slapped it on a CD
Sure did. I wasn't playing,
and gave
but
it to me.
yeah.
But
So puppy love and people just really doubting us. I think that's what happens when you first start dating someone. A lot of people really don't know where y'all going. So some people are intrigued, and I've noticed this now. I notice like when I see people start dating now, it's like when they put their relationship status on Facebook. Like you notice people in the comments automatically may go, "Yay,
yeah,
congratulations," and things.
celebratory.
And it's like sometimes that might be a setup for failure. You know
I
what I'm
mean,
saying?
we don't
Like
know. You
we
never
don't
know what the
know,
future
we
holds.
don't
But
know, and we don't know what the future holds. But at the same time, it's like some people put merit into that. You know what I
yeah,
mean? When they see those congratulations and things like that, it makes them feel good that they made a good decision.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And then when it messes up or when it comes to some controversy, they don't know how to handle it.
yeah, because it's already out there for the world to see.
Yeah. So that's pretty tough. So being being in a relationship at the beginning is very tough. But I want to go ahead and take this question, if that's okay with you, babe. Is that all right?
Sure.
Okay. So we got a question already. I'm gonna go ahead and let you read it while I pull it up.
Okay. So Let's see. Oh, I couldn't see where it went.
Gotcha. There it
Okay.
is.
So it says, do you all feel women or men struggle more with adjustments once you're in a relationship, girlfriend, boyfriend, or etc.?
Go ahead.
Mm,
Go ahead. Ladies first.
um,
Ladies first. Ladies first.
I don't know. It's hard to say from this perspective because, like I just said, like we just said, we were children, but I mean, his adjustments were he was securing his, like he already knew what he wanted and his friends had his back, period. I mean, my friends did have my back initially, but then once I
Mm,
actually poured into him and I'm
mm,
like, no, this is my man, like
mm,
this is who I'm gonna be with, they
mm,
they kind of like backed off from me a little
mm.
bit. So
Y'all heard my song, bounce, 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 bounce. That's
oh,
what they did. They
oh
kind
my
of bounced.
gosh.
They kind of bounced. That's what they did.
So I don't know if I feel like maybe um the intimidation factor is there a little bit. For I know one of my friends did tell me that at one point that she was just intimidated by our relationship, and it looked like we got it all together, but that's not necessarily
So do
the
you?
case. So I think,
So like in comparison to you and I guess let's just say men and women. Who do you think struggles the most with adjustments?
I mean, I can only speak for the woman's perspective and
So
say us.
you think women?
Yeah.
Okay, and your reasons because of.
I don't know. It just takes a whole lot of convincing people around you that this is real. This is for real. It like,
Mhm,
I don't know. I guess maybe my friends judged harder, or my
mhm.
family judged harder, and they wanted the best for me, or
Yeah,
at what point, and was like, I don't know if that's the best for you or what.
yeah.
I don't know if they were judging you higher, or like trying to hold you to a higher standard. But shoot, I don't know. How do guys feel?
Well, I think with me, to answer her question, I don't know if anybody struggles more. It really depends on, like with men, it depends on what kind of man they are. So, like a lot of men, when they first get into relationships, they made a decision that they want to be in a relationship with the other person. So that's one step. So they know, so you do know they initially had some type of feeling, whatever that you did for them, whatever that you were doing for them while you guys were quote unquote dating, they like it. You get what I'm saying? And they don't want to miss whatever that is. So if that's sexual, it could be that. If that was just, making sure that that person is getting taken care of and all of that, that could be it as well. Making sure they get some food on lunch, whatever y'all do when y'all dating, just to make sure everything is fine. So men kind of struggle, just with the simple fact of, like, is this something that I want to continue to do? Because I think most of the men that, I come along with, they always seem to act like, I mean, there's so much more, and something like it's almost like they feel like there's something better than what they already have. And it's not really true. You know what I'm saying? But they would rather make that risk on that adjustment. So when it's time to adjust and it's time to make a decision, you see them kind of be shaky about that, because it's like it's really hard. I've heard people say this. It's hard for men to really commit because it's a lot of
Mm-hmm.
trust. It's a lot of frustration. It's a lot of anger that we carry sometimes. And in order for us to really in order for me to rock with somebody, I have to completely want to rock with them. You know what I'm saying? So if I have to make the adjustment, it's because I want to. Like I tell people all the time, they don't like me saying this, but it's so true. The only reason why I am married to Jessica still right now
It's
is
because you
because
want
every
to
day
be.
I wake up and I want to be
Yeah.
married to her. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And a lot of people don't understand what I mean by that. It's like, no, I don't go to work if I don't feel like it. You know what I'm saying? I don't do anything. If I don't feel like it, I don't do it. You know what I'm saying? So you got to
But the
remember,
effort,
yeah,
yeah.
to continue to put that effort in and continue to want to do that. So I kind of think it is probably a little bit equal. It just depends on what kind of woman and what kind of man,
Yeah.
that you're dealing with in that relationship.
She also said, I've observed women going more intensely in or going ghost to friends when they first get into a relationship. And that's what I was hitting on too. Like, even as young as we were, like,
Ooh, I
friends
got
were
something to say.
supporting at first, but
Mm.
when they saw it got serious, it got like, oh, well, let me not invite Jessica to this anymore, or let me not hit up Tez for this, because
Mm. See,
they in a relationship, so they already put us in this bubble. Like,
so check this out. So I think I've said this to you before. I think usually when that happens, when it goes to observe women going more intensely in or going ghost, I think this is where I get it. I'm like, when you move up another level in your relationship, that's when God continues to test your relationship with each other,
Mm-hmm.
because then that means when you're moving up a level in your relationship, certain people that you thought were going to be around for the next level, they usually are not there.
Mm.
So then what ends up happening is you deal with one of your homegirls or your best friend, you know what I mean? Your homies is like, yo, you know what I'm saying? We was all in at this level. At this level, we was all in at y'all being together because it
Yeah,
wasn't
because we
it
was
wasn't
all
changing
friends.
anything. We were
Yeah.
all friends. We would go out together. It was the beginning. You know what I mean? I had somebody, you had somebody, everybody was cool. You know what I'm saying? And I supported that. But then all of a sudden that level is going up. And then all of a sudden, as Jesse said, more time is being spent with each
Mm-hmm.
other than it is
With the
hitting
group.
the other person up,
Yeah.
saying, hey, what up? What you usually doing? So that changes the dynamic in the relationship of the friendship, not of the relationship the people are in, but the friendship that you
Yeah.
have with other people, which means that you have now moved on to level 2, level 3, or whatever level that you moved up.
Yeah.
Because now it's like, how do you continue to adjust to your friends leaving you, or maybe being too much into your business, and you got to tell them to back off, because that is a thing too. I say that with family a lot of times. I remember we had a situation, and I said, you know what, you might not want to tell this person everything that
Man,
happens in our
listen.
relationship,
Yeah.
because when you do that,
Because
they
friends
seem
and
to
family
judge
hold
you.
grudges longer than
Yes, and they seem to
you.
judge you
Yeah.
and me a little bit tougher than
For
we
the
would
decisions
judge
we
each
make.
other.
Yeah.
So you gotta be careful who you tell your business. So
Yeah.
when you move up a level, you really gotta start like, I mean, it's no offense to nobody, but if I'm spending more time with the woman, in Jesse's case, this is the woman I think is gonna be my wife. So if I'm spending more time with her, then that's just what I have to do. I mean, that's
Mm-hmm.
just normal. That's just with any relationship. When I
It's
meet a new friend and we click, we usually hang out a lot for the first couple
yeah.
months. You know what I'm saying?
Shoot.
And then I'm not saying something happens, but we might just need a quick little
Fall off.
breather
Yeah.
from each other, and not being upset with each
Yeah.
other. We just kind of take a little breather and be like, dang, I didn't know you was that busy. Man, I didn't know you was that busy too, bro. You know what I mean? And it just goes as smooth as funny. I mean, smooth as funny. I'm
Because
reading comments.
reading
Yeah.
comments.
As smooth as it needs to be. Okay.
Yeah.
So I do understand that. I mean, I just think level. When you level up, real talk, it's all about the adjustments, and that's
And then
perfect. Go ahead, babe.
you get different friends. Um Shoot. That's I mean, now we're looking for married friends. Like that's where we're at because they understand and they get it. And not necessarily everybody's marriage is the same, not at all, and how they value friendship.
No, they're
Not
not.
at all.
I mean, let me tell you.
But
Let me say that real quick.
oh
When
Lord.
you find out, okay, so when you get married, right, and you end up being around the quote unquote married friends,
Mm-hmm.
you learn that everybody has a different dynamic to their relationship. So then that intrigues you because it could cause controversy, because it could be like, hey, why don't we handle this situation like they handle it? But at the same time, all the good people and the good marriages that we are around, they never like have us do what they do in their situation. It's more like they're just letting us know and giving us advice from the
Mm-hmm.
side. You know what I mean? Like, hey, if this ever comes up, make sure you give me a call. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot that I can tell you about,
This topic. Yeah.
this topic.
Yeah.
So, everybody goes through something, and everybody has a different dynamic as well.
Yeah. What other type of adjustments do you think that you've dealt with? Not even necessarily on the younger us, but like even right now in marriage.
Before we got to marriage, I mean, we went to school together, so we went to college together.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
that's another adjustment as well, because
Oh yes.
because
you're
high
right.
school was great. You know what I'm saying? High school was great, but we know that was where we really started to learn each other. Now, when you get to college, you're really an adult. Like, you're learning how to be
Quote
an
unquote.
adult.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
you're
you're
learning
learning.
how to be an adult and manage going to school, because they say all the time in college about what time management, managing your time and making sure you get your studies in, party in, and all of that, and make sure you're good. You have to Time management is very important. So that became important to us because we almost turned into real life adults that quick, because we
Yeah.
started working. We was going to school.
We didn't live at
We
home.
didn't live it. We
We
didn't
didn't
live at
even
home.
live on
We didn't live
campus.
on
We lived
campus.
in our own apartment at that
Yeah,
time.
yeah. So that was a
And that's another
entire.
thing because we had a roommate at that.
Yep, we had a roommate
Woo,
at that
child.
particular time,
Yeah.
and then we had to deal with that because we wanted to get out the household that we were in, what I mean, just at the time because we were just growing up. It was about time to get up
Man,
out of
that
there.
was an adjustment.
Yeah,
That's something we didn't even talk about.
we on it because that's what I mean. Right now, we kind of keeping it. You feel me?
Man,
We keeping it a little,
keeping it light.
yeah, keeping it light. That's a lot of
That's a
Cortez and Jessica conversation.
That's a book.
We
right
want to
there.
we want to make sure everybody know how to deal with adjustments.
Woo!
You know what I'm saying? Because we had to, yeah. But anyways, so yeah, just living together in general is an adjustment. Because now it's like my biggest adjustment is like cleaning habits.
Oh my
you know what I'm
gosh,
saying?
y'all.
And like our cleaning habits, they're either really, really similar or they really, really different. You know what I'm saying? So like 1 minute it's like we on the same freaking page, and it's like, wow, how does our minds set up this way? And then sometimes, and this is at the beginning, yeah, I'm not even talking about now, I'm just saying in general. And then sometimes we'll come in and be like, yo, Cordy, why didn't you, babe, come on.
I know.
Babe.
You know what? I used to get mad sometimes. I used to call it cleanup mode
Yeah.
because I'd be sitting at home sometime on the couch. I'm tired from work or whatever. And he worked too.
In school, yeah.
And school. And he
and
come and hit the door and he's like, huh. And then he just starts cleaning up, and I'm like, "Dang, he's in cleanup mode. Oh, I should have cleaned up before he got here, or vice versa. Either way,
it's really like you had to learn that real quick. And we continue. I would say we continue adjusting to the communication thing as well. Because each level you go on, and as you continue to be with each other, you know what I mean. Like when you live together, you really got to talk to each other. You know what I'm saying? You really got to say, hey, what's going on? And guys, I'm going to tell y'all a little bit. So we had a situation. No, baby. We had a little situation with a roommate. And then we had that situation taken care of. But y'all don't understand. If y'all know anything about Jessica and Cortez, we have what we call the twins. We call them the twins all the time. These are our little cousins, right?
These are our first kids.
And unfortunately, they had a tragic situation happen with their father the same time we were, what was we, freshmen in college?
Freshman year.
Yeah, freshman year of college. They had something tragically happen to their father and he passed away. So
first semester.
Yeah, first semester. So literally what was crazy was I remember this like it was yesterday. I actually threw a male manual after party at Tailgaters, Harlow's, whatever it was called at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And it was fat. It was crazy. People were passing out. It was just the greatest night we ever had. Made some great money.
18, but we had our little cousins in there who was
hold on now. Whoa, you can be telling all that now.
That club is gone. It's over.
No, it's still going on.
Nah, bro.
It's called something else, but it's still
ain't the same people.
Oh, Jesus, girl. Don't be
they fine. We had some little children
in
there.
No, we didn't. I didn't. They just happened to get there. Anyway, so what ended up happening was after that actual event, I mean, I literally remember this. We were all we ended up having our little cousin over, and she was staying with us at my mom's crib.
The twins' big sister.
Yeah, which is the twins' big sister. And literally, we got the call, and we had to rush to the hospital. And unfortunately, by the time we got to the hospital, and by the time I parked, really, I remember dropped her off, and she was on her way up, and her phone rang, and I was parking. And before I could even get up there, their father had passed away.
Mm-hmm.
So then we had to deal with that because I immediately went into, like, I don't know where this mode came in for me, but I immediately like, hey, I gotta be there for these kids. And I don't know why I really made that decision at 18 years old,
mm-hmm.
but that was where I was at because I had just met the twins. I just met the twins. I was just getting, we had been together for a little bit. So I knew the family. I knew everybody by now. And they were really, really babies. And I never dealt with death before in that kind of manner.
Because he was young.
Because he was young as well. He was 26 years old when he passed away. So it was very difficult. So we had to adjust to that because not only was it a big call for me, this wasn't my family yet.
Right.
This was her family. So this is me with having to deal with her losing somebody she knew in her family. And it was the first time we ever had to really, really deal with that together, and being together and living together. And it just changed
It
everything.
changed our whole college experience, honestly,
Absolutely.
because we at 18, 19 years old began to get those kids every weekend of our college career. Can you imagine being 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, like getting children that are not yours every weekend?
Sheesh.
Every
Yeah, I
weekend?
don't understand the 18. So if we got some 18-year-olds or 19-year-olds listening,
Every
imagine
weekend?
getting some babies every weekend. No,
Right.
not really trying to party. We made some parties. We did some parties and stuff, but we didn't make the amount of parties.
No. How
It's
y'all
so
got these
much,
crazy
y'all.
stories?
We got some.
We got some, but it ain't like,
We got some now,
child, it
but
ain't,
yeah,
it's nowhere near. So
whatever.
I'm not gonna say our college experience was robbed, but we just
No, it was
thought a
beautiful.
priority was,
Yeah, we had
we put them
responsibilities.
first.
Yeah, we made
So
we made responsibilities.
yeah,
So that
that was an
changed.
adjustment
Yeah,
on
that
our college career.
absolutely,
I mean, that was a huge adjustment on our
absolutely.
career. Uh, I don't know. I would say even just us being in college as boyfriend and girlfriend was an adjustment, but I don't feel like I felt any pressure like from the outside world, because people say, "Oh, y'all going to college and y'all might not stay together. Y'all not gonna be together. This was
Mhm.
just a high school thing." Blah blah blah.
Mhm.
I didn't feel any pressure. Did you feel any pressure
No,
from?
I'm a gangster, baby. I don't feel
Okay, well,
pressure.
cause
Yeah, I ain't tripping. I wasn't tripping on.
whatever.
Yeah, I
But
wasn't really tripping on that. I mean, we've already we talked about stuff. If y'all remember, I think I said this on the first episode. Maybe we had a conversation. It was like, I'm not breaking up with you. So
yeah,
what I mean. If I told you, like, I think I told her, like, if we break up, it's gonna be your fault. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? So if we break, it's on you. So I'm not about to do anything. So I wasn't really worried about that part. I knew that we would see different type of people. My biggest fear was that she'll see somebody that looked better than me. But I was like, wait a minute, I'm Tez. No one looks better than me. And then after I figured that out and was okay with that, I really didn't really care after a while. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, whatever. I mean, if you decide to leave me, that was on you. You made that decision that you didn't want to be with me, not that I didn't want to be with you. Now, it would have hurt my feelings if we would have broke up. But at the same time, I had to trust her that she knew how I felt and I know how she feels. So we just had to keep it moving.
yeah,
And to try to do that in college is very tough, man. Very tough, just due to the fact, I mean, everybody doing something in college. Everybody doing a little something
oh
in
yes.
college. And they was sharing each other. And all I'm saying, I wasn't sharing
I don't want
nobody.
them
You know what I'm
cooties.
saying?
No
Ain't no,
God.
ooh, Jesus. And matter of fact, don't
Thank
you
you,
remember that
Lord.
was a, never
Thank
mind.
you.
Because we
Thank you.
even dealt with the outbreak. But anyways, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
no,
keep
not
that
us,
thing.
but
We're gonna
yes.
keep that thing moving. So our
Uh
next adjustment would be graduating from college and then getting married.
yeah,
Getting married.
actually reverse.
Oh Jesus. We
We
got
got
married
married.
and then graduated from
Yeah.
college.
You know what? I
Dang,
was thinking about this earlier
that's
because one of
crazy.
my girlfriends had asked me at the time. This is probably news to you, but had asked me at the don't look at me like this. Asked me at the time, like, okay, so y'all got married, but is your degree gonna say January or is it gonna say Hampton?
What does it say?
It says Hampton because
Oh,
we
because we
got
was married.
married
Oh,
first and then graduated. But she was
oh,
like,
do you feel
hold
bad?
on, hold on. She was like, cause I put in this work, I did this degree, blah 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 blah, not his name on it. And I'm like,
What?
I'm gonna tell you what, that's different because we were in college together and he supported everything I did and I supported him.
What?
Like, so for me, it was a no brainer. It wasn't a
Who said it?
thing.
Who said it?
I'm not. I
Who
bet you I
said it?
won't.
Who said it? Don't
I
be
bet you
scared.
won't.
Oh my gosh. People just
No, I bet you I won't. No.
yeah.
So I literally thought about this today. That's
But do you know what's
funny.
crazy? I can't marry you unless you say yes.
That's it.
So if
Or
you
if you ain't changing your name, like that's on
that's
y'all.
something,
But that's
yeah, that's
not
something we would have just talked about,
right.
and then just we would have dealt
Right.
with
So
that
I
at that
was like,
situation.
I feel differently
What?
because he
You're
actually helped
lame.
me get this degree, is where I'm at.
Oh well,
And
I
my
mean, well,
and
my
vice
thing is,
versa. You know
yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Well, my thing is this: if you're talking about last name thing, that's a whole marriage thing. Like, so if we had
That's an adjustment.
yeah, right. But I'm just saying, no. What I'm saying is, if we already decided that you were going to take my last name, we wasn't going to hyphenate, and we wasn't going to do that, then it doesn't. At this point, you're Jessica Hampton.
Right.
You were born Jessica January.
Yeah.
You met a lovely young man,
Come on,
and
chocolate.
yeah, oh, you said chocolate,
I
and
did.
then what I'm saying, he proposed. You said yes. I mean, I could propose all day. You could have said no with these stipulations. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you
Yeah.
said yes, and you decided in front of God that you was going to keep this name
Hallelujah.
for the rest of your life.
Yes.
That was on you. That's
Yeah.
what you decided. Hallelujah. And
Hallelujah. Come on,
I'm
preacher.
so glad that you did that. So if anybody got a problem with that, come see about me. Ooh, come see about
I
me.
think it
Come
was just
ask
a
me
question at that time because she was in a similar situation.
Or too deep. That ain't got nothing
So
to do with you.
no, I just
Your situation ain't her
hey,
situation. It never
word,
was. I don't think she had a man
word.
like me. But anyways, go ahead.
Cortez.
I'm
Oh
just
my
saying.
gosh.
I'm just saying, man. Like people gotta. Sometimes you gotta make sure that you're like this is. If there's not one thing in my life that I'm confident in, I am confident that I'm a good husband. I am confident that I've been a good boyfriend. I am confident that I'm a great father. I am
Mhm.
confident in everything that I personally want to accomplish on my own. So I'm gonna talk my talk when I can. You know what I mean? Everybody can't do
Hey,
things the way
bruh,
we do. What's up, Cuz?
chill, because I just wanted to bring that up.
All
And
right,
just
my bad, Cuz. You know me, because you know how I get, Cuz. I start
look at her.
I start going off, Cuz. Like I said, it ain't about the looks, and you ain't gonna
But
find nobody like Tez or
but you
too
know
deep.
what?
So,
Also Andrew has said, because these are adjustments we haven't even gotten to yet. Like we did speak about death. He said that when he lost his mom, his wife Candace was
clutch.
OMG. I can't even put into
Right.
words.
Clutch.
Like
Clutch.
definitely.
But that's what it's about. I mean, like the thing is with relationships, I think some people do forget from time to time is that relationships, you are building each other. You're building a bond with each other. So that way, when adversity hits, you are supposed to be the first. When anybody dies in our family, the first person we call now is each other. No matter what, it can be my uncle, it could be her granny.
Mhm.
It doesn't matter who it is. We call each other. So it
Dang, we
is
went through a whole
important.
lot even
We
before we
did.
got married. Like
We
when my
did.
grandmother passed.
Ain't Hazel passing away?
Yeah,
I think it was real
it was
tough.
a lot going on at
Yeah.
that time.
But at the same time, sort of like you can't explain it when you build a bond like that, man. And that's what I hope everybody understands is that it takes work to even get to that point. You know what I'm saying? Everybody is it's not natural. This thing is it could be natural at times, but like you gotta really want to work with somebody because you gotta deal with that. You have to deal with someone losing their mother. I don't know how that
Man,
feels.
I
Don't
can't.
want to know how that
Guess what? I don't
feels.
want to talk about
You know
it
what I'm
right
saying?
now.
But you gotta put in
Deanna
the
said
work.
work.
No, seriously, you
No,
have
for
to
real.
because I mean, how do just imagine how you deal with your friends and family members around them when their family passes away. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? And
You
you
gotta
like,
live with this person.
yeah, now you
like,
gotta live right. You gotta live with this person, and this is your mother-in-law. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is somebody that you've built a relationship with as well. So, all of that, man, is just very, very, very important. And if you ain't building no bond with each other, then it's hard to even make the first adjustments if you want me to keep it real with you. But yeah, getting married, I don't. The crazy part is I never felt like that was an adjustment. I just felt like that was a new title that we got.
agreed.
You know what I'm saying? I felt like now it's real. Y'all think we're gonna be broken up. Y'all thought we wasn't gonna make it. Now this is my wife. You know what I'm saying? And
Teachers.
yeah, you know what I'm
Teachers
saying?
said it.
Now it's time. You know what I'm saying? For y'all, if y'all ain't took us serious by now, y'all definitely
But I
have to
will
take us
say
serious
people
by
were
now.
still doubting us at that point, even because we
Mhm.
were 22 when we got
Mhm.
married. And
And
everybody's like, there's no 22-year-old male.
what? Who me?
Male that is serious about life like him. And I was just like, you're absolutely right.
What
Like
you-
it's gonna be a few and far between for somebody like
there's
this.
there's a lot of people that may be on the spectrum
Man, listen,
of
I don't know.
of that.
Cause
I think there's a lot of young men that like you gotta understand something, Jess. When you have somebody that like completes you as a man, and you don't like, I could run to you and cry to you if I wanted to. I could run to you and just talk to you when I'm frustrated.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I could, especially during that time, you know what I mean, when we was just, boyfriend and girlfriend, and we was building up our I could tell you anything, and we can be on the phone all night. Like, that's a bond you don't
Yeah.
want to break. And personally, as a kid, I had self-esteem issues. That's why I'm so confident now, but I had self-esteem issues. Like, I I was a problem growing up mentally for myself. You know what I'm saying? But then it was like I finally got somebody who, I keep saying this, y'all, who likes me back. Like, she likes who I am. I cannot lose this person. I got to be out of my mind to lose this person. I don't care if I'm 21, 22, 18, 16. It doesn't matter. I like the feeling that I had when you was around me. So if I lost you, oh my goodness, I would be horrible. I'm just
Lord
letting you
Jesus,
know.
we not.
Yeah, I would
Mm-mm.
be horrible. I probably have a lot of baby mamas and everything.
What?
It'd be terrible. Like, I would be terrible because you would have broke my heart, and that would have been it. Like, that would have been it.
Oh,
And you would have been the
gosh.
last girl that broke my heart, and I would have made sure you was the last girl that broke my heart. And I just would have been the jerk. And I would have been okay with being a jerk until I found somebody else to, come back and possibly complete me if I had a heart by then. So
Babe.
you already know how that goes. But yeah, being married is a great adjustment. People took us seriously. We had a beautiful wedding. And then it was like, I don't want to get into this too much, but then it was like, role. What is your role as a husband? What is your role as a wife?
Yeah.
Boo, do, 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 do. And then you're like, oh, I didn't. Oh, wait a minute. So
We just been
that ain't my
living.
fiance. That ain't
Right.
my fiance. That's not my girlfriend.
Y'all, it's so weird to use the word husband.
For the first
For
for
the
the first
first,
time, saying,
like-
"Oh yeah, that's my
Like
wife."
yeah,
It's
like that
weird, but
first
but you
couple
feel
months,
dope
and
though saying it. Yeah.
y'all, let me tell y'all, I had to write to change my name. Like, we going back to that topic. Luckily, my middle initial is J. So if I started a signature with Jessica and then started a J for January, I could just put that period there and then do Hampton. I had messed up so much with that to the beginning. That was a small adjustment, I would have to say. Shoot, then getting all that stuff like social security card, child. Let me tell you, your license and
Yeah,
woo, it was
yeah,
just
all
like
of that. I mean, but this,
you
that
didn't
comes
have
with the
no
territory.
adjustments.
I know. Well, no, I didn't. I'm not gonna act like I did. I didn't have to adjust to that. I think me was just. It was just actually. I mean, being a husband, like
Yeah, you
I'm
somebody's husband.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So that's a whole different type of title for yourself. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? And people expect you. That was actually her nickname
Yeah,
too.
Triple J,
Triple J.
3J.
Yeah, back in the day, bro.
February.
Yeah, yeah. So, but
I could go
anyways,
on.
we definitely had to adjust with the titles and adjust with, just being a husband. And I don't know. It's like, I'm not a boyfriend anymore, so everything is serious.
Yeah,
Like,
you ain't doing no boyfriend stuff.
Yeah,
Ain't no.
like ain't no.
All right, we done.
Yeah, all right, we done. We about to go. I'm about to go talk to somebody.
You better go sit in the living room.
Yeah,
and
you
chill
know what I'm
out.
saying? You better go to the basement, or you better go somewhere.
And that's
Go
it.
to your car and drive around and come back. You know what I'm saying?
Calendar girl.
That's it. That's
Yes,
it. That's it.
That was a
That's it.
nickname too.
Okay, we're gonna get off of that. I don't like to hear that about
Oh,
you all
gosh,
being
it's
calendar girls. Like,
Man, okay, whatever.
yeah. Let's get past that. Let's stay on our. Let's adjust to this conversation and let's stay on it. All right. So, marriage. I think marriage was easy for us, so that's why we don't have too much to say about
These
that.
offsprings. That's the
Ooh,
adjustment.
kids. Mm,
That's the adjustment
the kids
for sure.
Oh Jesus, the kids. Well, the kids. So let me say this. Number one, okay, the first kid
Come on.
was like, I mean, if you like Disney Channel, it was like a Disney Channel experience. It was just like, wow, like,
Sunshine and Rain.
you know what I'm saying? It was just great. Everybody was so nice, and everybody
God,
wanted
I
to
wanna
give
see the
you everything.
baby.
And
Oh
who's
my
the baby? The
God.
baby, the baby. Is it a boy or is it a girl?
Oh
You
my
know, everybody was all
gosh.
excited.
We'll throw your
Yeah,
baby shower. We'll do your this
yeah,
and
we'll
that.
do this. You know how that goes. So the
Uh-huh.
first time, and then, oh, it's a boy. What are you naming him? Oh my God. You know, all of that other stuff.
Yeah, but I will say my pregnancy was like bomb.
Yeah, it was easy because I mean during that time people don't know that's when you really started your Zumba.
Yeah.
That's when she started her Zumba craze and was going to
Yeah.
classes all the time.
I went to class one time with my mama and I was like 5 or 6 months pregnant. She
Yeah.
was like, "You better not go back."
And
I
then
bet
she
you
would
won't.
and she
But I
didn't go back.
did.
Yeah,
But
she
I
kept
did.
going back.
I went back.
And I liked it because she felt good. I was like,
I
oh, okay,
did.
cool. You
I
felt
felt
good.
great.
I mean, as long as you ain't messing up, that's why my son the way he is,
He's
though.
hype.
He's a Zumba baby.
Yeah.
He's hype. I always say that. He was the Zumba child.
Yeah.
And
They
he's
used to
crazy.
call him Baby Turn Up.
Yeah, baby turn
They
up.
sure did.
They did call him
Yeah.
baby turn up. But then when you have the firstborn, it's like, okay, cool. I didn't living with the firstborn for a few years because we didn't have kids after until he was 3.
Yeah, 3.5.
So, the first 3 years of that, I mean, it's just learning how to be a father and learning how to be a mom. How did you feel learning how to be the mom for the first time?
I did feel like a failure at first, for real. Like even the first day out at the hospital, like he was crying so bad for the car seat test, y'all. I said, "Oh, well, guess he's staying here because
My son was a crybaby.
I'm just not gonna do this. I'm not gonna do this." That's for me being for real. Like when the postpartum depression set in, it just started immediately, like day 3 or 4 out of the hospital. Like, and I didn't know nothing about that. Like I was 24 years old. I didn't know this is what I was going through at all. So,
and if she didn't know, y'all know I didn't know. I didn't know at all.
I didn't know.
I was like, girl, what is going on?
I had issues nursing him, the whole 9. So
yeah,
I was just depressed.
I was really happy
on the high that I was on, like during pregnancy. You think that I just continue that high, but
I was really happy. I was just like, yeah, I got a son. Yeah. You know what I mean? I'm like, yeah, my son. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I don't think nobody knew,
but
for real what I was going through. I mean, you did because you live with me, but like on the outside,
I didn't. I didn't.
No, I'm just talking about
you know,
knew
being stupid. I tell you all the time. Don't forget, man. Don't forget. We dumb sometimes. We don't be thinking that quick. So like when she's going through stuff, we just think like, okay, something's going on. I hope she's
right.
Okay.
I'm just saying you at least knew that much.
But when you found out about it or whatever, when I found out about it, I was just like, yo,
yeah,
dang, my bad. Like I really felt sorry because I was like, I'm sorry, I didn't even notice what was going on. I didn't know anything about it. Yeah, it was pretty tough to go through that. But then we got on and we
but from 1 to 2,
yeah,
the people's like
no, they was happy. That initially they
were happy because it was
pregnant.
a girl.
No. They was initially happy he was pregnant because they wanted us to have another child. I remember that.
People so they was happy. To have kids.
But then it was like, I remember it was like, is it gonna be a boy or a girl? And we had the start of the gender reveal stuff. Yeah, the start of the gender reveal.
Yes.
Stuff.
Also because we got married before Pinterest and hashtags and boards and all that kind of stuff. And these gender reveal things. CJ, like
making us sound old.
Like Morgan said, CJ 7, so it wasn't none of all this hoopla around all of this baby stuff. So with Harms, we did do a gender reveal just because we knew before everybody else did. So we didn't do it the way like everybody people do it now, like pop, pink does.
Yeah, whatever.
And
I'm so gangster, y'all. I did not want us to use pink. I was like, can we use something else?
Like pink.
I was like, can we use something else? You know what I'm saying? Like, can we like do like baby blue? And they was like, that's a boy. I'm like, oh, okay.
No, for real.
I don't know.
Because y'all know I don't like pink. I just don't.
I don't think a lot. Anyways,
but anywho,
let's get
but with Harms, she broke me down physically. Like she was a small baby. She was only 5 pounds and 5 ounces. Like, but I didn't have any energy. Like, so my pregnancy was like rough. Yeah. Like my hips and everything. Like I'm a plus size woman, so it wouldn't be
delicious.
Hold on, cuz it wouldn't have been a problem for me to carry a heavy baby, but y'all have thought she was, I don't know, 8 to 10 pounds in there just because of the way she was breaking me down. Not that I looked big, but I couldn't wait to get her up out of there. And she couldn't either.
And she couldn't either. So I mean, but I think the adjustments was family was clutch. Like they were solid. They continued to support us. They continue to get us stuff, and they continue to be there for us. Our family is amazing.
Yeah, and so I have friends really got us.
But I just want to make that clear. You know what I'm saying? Like our family really came through for the second baby. We had some friends that stepped up as well.
Yeah.
And it was a blessing that we had a girl. I think if we had another boy, we would have been out of I think
Oh,
we would
y'all
have had a
got
lot. Yeah, yeah,
it.
better keep her thing. You know how people
Right.
do. So other than that, that was a really fun adjustment. Just having two kids was different. It was very different to have two and to make sure because CJ was growing up and then Harmony was a baby, so it was like we had to
Oh,
be
and I
very
was
careful.
determined about this here free milk
Yeah,
because
yeah,
we ain't on
we got
nothing.
that flowing,
Yeah,
cuz
I
we
said,
got
oh
that
no.
flowing.
Mm-mm. So yeah, she was nursing until like 15 months.
Yeah.
So
So I want to
yeah,
go. Let's go
but
to
this is
another
a
comment,
good
babe.
comment
Yeah, we
that
got another comment. It's
Candace
from
had.
Candace Connor. So
This
can
is
you read that?
stressful
Read
though.
that for me,
Yes,
baby.
she said nobody in my family wanted me to have a shiny. I don't think they were happy with any of my pregnancy announcements at first.
Listen. Let me tell you
I'm
something,
gonna tell you who
Candace.
wanted that baby. That baby
Let me tell you
is
something.
Drew's
Let me tell you
baby.
something though. I
It's
remember
his
having
baby.
conversations. This is the funniest thing. So I remember when they did get pregnant again. And I just wrote the first thing I remember was having conversations with both of them at work or whatever. And I remember Candace was just like, yo, I ain't ready for none of that. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?
Mm-hmm.
That ain't kind of on my mind. She was always like, if it happens, it happens. But that ain't wasn't the first thing on my mind. And Drew was like, yo,
We could have had a baby
yeah.
yesterday.
He was like, let's get this thing
Actually, when
popping.
I had
You feel
Harmony,
me?
because the kids were going to karate,
Uh
and I was taking Harmony with me fresh. Drew would be holding Harmony. He would sit there and hold Harmony.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
He was like,
Hey,
yeah,
I
yeah,
remember that. So, it's almost like family. Sometimes family can be a blessing, and then sometimes they can be a distraction.
yeah.
Because at the end of the day, it's up to you and your husband. It's up to you and
To build your
yeah, it's
family.
supposed to you
Yeah.
and the person that you're with to build your family. However you want to build your family. And so if y'all wanted to have 20 more kids, that ain't got nothing to do with nobody else but y'all. You know what
Right.
I'm saying?
Right.
So who cares? Don't make the announcement. They'll see you pregnant. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then they'll ask questions later. They be
Yeah.
all right. You know what I'm saying? So it really just up to you. I say it's not even just about being married. If you want to be married and have babies, great. But even if you have babies before you're married, just make sure you talk with that person and make sure that y'all
Y'all on the
cool.
same
You know what I'm saying?
plan.
Just
Yeah.
be on the same page. Be cool
See
with each other.
that's
You
what
know what
I'm
I mean?
afraid of. Andrew's comment. He says 2 to 3 was a feat. Like that's what that's what I'm afraid. We're at a ratio. Like he got one, I got one.
We're not talking about
Woo.
kids. We're not gonna talk about kids, y'all. We're not talking about kids. We're still adjusting, so we're not gonna talk about kids. Kids are beautiful. I love my two kids, and we're gonna keep it at that. But yes, just
Ooh, that's
age wise
stressful
too. Age wise too is 2 to 3 age wise is a beast as well because 2-year-old Harmony and 3-year-old Harmony is something totally different. But we got another comment, I guess, from Candace, and let's read this comment. You ready?
Yeah.
All right, let's
She
go.
said, my family just started liking Drew a couple years ago.
Whoa.
Stressful is an understatement.
Oh,
I want y'all to know they've been together 100 years like us. So this is why this is crazy to hear this out loud. Like,
let me tell you something.
uh-oh.
Let me
Oh,
tell you
Jesus.
something. Let me tell you something.
Let me fix
And
my wig.
This is me. Let me tell you something. When it comes to if your family likes the other person or not,
You can't say potty words. You cannot
okay,
say potty words here.
no one gives
You
2
can't.
scoots. Okay, 2 scoots and a brush. I don't know what that means.
What?
I don't know what that means, but I couldn't say a bad
A
word.
rat's behind.
Yeah, no one cares. I mean, I promise y'all, like that's the thing. When I said this earlier, when you're building a bond with somebody, I promise you, everybody else is just a distraction. You are an example of something that they want and can't have. You are an example of even if something happens, like when we have problems in our relationship and we fix them, that makes people envious of you. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And we talking family members.
Yeah.
We talking family members who just be like, like, oh my God, they did this and they still together,
And
or
you got over it.
you let
and
him
let
talk
him
to
do
you,
that?
or you let her say that to you. Like all of those things, man.
You're
It's
supposed
like
to work
we're
on your
supposed to
problems.
right.
Like,
We're
what's
supposed to
the
work
point?
together and work out everything. It doesn't matter what we go through. If we are hell bent on building that bond together, and we have agreed to do that, and we even decided to be married, I mean, dang, what more
I ain't
of
proving nothing to
like
nobody else.
that's just 100% proof. proof right there. Like, we don't care about what you think. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can say whatever you want, but we just don't care what we think. So either you support us, and if you don't support us, guess what? We're going to continue to live our lives. And I think that's going to make you upset because we're going to continue to live. You know what I'm saying?
That's the
It just
comment.
really doesn't matter what other people think. And I mean other people, I mean family members too. Sometimes we didn't really have that issue
If we
between
did, it
us.
was good and quiet
If we
because
did that, yeah, they knew what was going to happen if they brought that up. You know what I'm saying? That's just facts. And that's
so
on both sides of the
on
family.
both
So
all the families,
they bring it
all
about,
the
and my
families.
family jokes like crazy. I got a joking family, and I
My mom
know,
and them like it.
you know what I'm saying. But uh, all right, let's keep this thing moving. All right, let's keep this thing
But
moving.
that's what Candace said. She said that's why you can't tell family your relationship issues because you forgive and forget and they don't. And that's what I was talking about earlier. Like you just can't divulge everything because you be defending your spouse to them for no reason because you didn't got over it. You didn't got over it.
I just personally think that no matter what, um, you know, it's just none of their business. Like, I don't really care. Like they got issues too. They got issues as
Yeah.
well, and they got issues as well, y'all. So I
Yeah.
don't think we should really be worrying about what anybody else is going through.
Morg says, I don't tell anyone anything to the point where people think that there's something going on in my relationship. I don't have time for people and their opinions.
And those people are your family as well.
Yeah, any people.
Let's just keep it real.
All the
The people
people.
are your family. The people are your friends, especially
Yeah.
your good friends. Because I think, yeah, you're in a young relationship as well. I'm telling you, I'm telling you. I'm not saying this to be mean. I'm not saying there's going to be a shift when you and your boyfriend take a next level. So
Mhm.
the minute that you move up a next level, your friends, your family, there's going to be questions. They're going to be
She's
asking
going
you
through it.
stuff.
But
Yes,
yeah,
she
but
going
you
through.
talking
Come
about
on, babe. Let's be for
the
real.
yeah, like you
Whatever
said.
the next step may be, and whatever that could be, you know what I'm saying? I promise you, you are going to have to deal with some stuff you never ever thought you would have to deal with. And that can be something really light, or it can be something that will be,
Pretty heavy.
very heavy for you to deal with. You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
it's really different for everybody. I think another adjustment that we didn't talk about is meeting parents for the first time. I do
Y'all,
remember. I do remember.
this was a bad time.
I remember, like, so when I met your mom when we were younger, um, due to the conversations y'all would have at home, at one point she didn't like me for a little bit, but she loves me now because I'm her baby, and that's just how it is. But there was a point where,
My
um,
mama refused to know your name. You were Carlos for so
yeah,
long.
because you lied to her.
What did I lie to her about?
You went home and told her some crazy stuff,
No,
dog.
what did I tell her?
You know what you told
I
her.
don't.
You
You
don't
want to go
remember
ahead
what
and
you
say
told?
it?
You told her that me and one of our other people had to deal with some stuff. We were trying to. You said I was trying to date somebody. I remember that. Yes, and it was actually one of your bridesmaids. Matter of fact,
I don't remember
that I was
this.
trying to date one of your bridesmaids in high school.
I don't remember this.
Yeah, yeah. You told your mom that, and then once.
No.
There we go. Now,
Okay, here
oh,
you go. You
there's that
said
light bulb.
bridesmaid.
Yeah, there's that light bulb.
No, because you
Who
were.
ends up, listen, y'all, tell the story that she ends up being her bridesmaid. Okay, but go ahead.
I don't even got nothing to say about that.
Exactly, but that was the whole point. That was the whole point. It was just silly. And then your dad. Oh my gosh.
Y'all.
Listen, the first time. Okay. So if y'all don't know, like, I love her dad. Her dad is the coolest cat, one of the coolest cats I know. But the very first time that I met her dad or whatever, it was a weird day. Like, it was oh no, you had decided to live with us or whatever. And since you decided to live with us, then I had to meet him, and it was like late and it was dark, and all he did was shake my hand, and that was it. So it was very, very awkward for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was very, very awkward. That was like, hey, how you
Because
doing?
you know what? It was so many opportunities for y'all to meet, and my dad is like, if I don't meet under his circumstances, if it doesn't happen the way that he wanted to go, then it wasn't gonna be right. He's not coming to meet nobody. He's not coming to um you come to him, we got to come to him, he's not coming to us. So it ain't like we uh didn't know each other for years, went to junior prom together, went to senior prom together, period. Like he didn't meet Cortez until it was time for us to go to college. That's so bad. Like we were probably like 18. Yeah, fresh 18. And yeah, oh my gosh. Yeah, this was like, how was I going to get to school? How was I going to um like he cuz he wanted me to live with him at his house, but I said I was going to go live with this guy because my mom kicked me out at one point. She kicked me out twice. So she kicked me out once junior year, which was not legal at that point. But then senior year, she kicked me out, and I was like, I'm not giving you the satisfaction to kick me out again. So
Ooh.
I left and stayed gone.
Oh, you talking about that? I didn't.
Yes, but this is why
Jeez.
you didn't meet my dad
Oh,
initially, is what I'm saying, because you had opportunities to meet him junior year and senior year, but you didn't meet him until it was time for us to move in together. And
oh,
that's where I got to that. But
oh.
yeah, that was kind of heavy. But
All I know is when I finally met him, like I said, it was just an awkward handshake. It was real tight. It was like a nice squeeze, and then been cool ever since. Really, I mean, I ain't really had too many crazy stuff happen. So, yeah, I mean that's cool. My mama, did you meet her when she picked me up from school?
yes, because you had a doctor's appointment,
Uh huh.
and
Why was you not in class?
that was the end of school.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say, why was you not in class? Why
That
would
was the
you?
end of
Okay, so it's
school.
the end of school. Mama came pick me up.
Yeah, don't hold on, don't do that, because I was in class. It
Oh
was the
yeah,
end
okay.
of school,
All
and
right.
then
Oh,
I had
okay.
step practice at that. You
Okay.
know, I'm talking about,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, yeah. Okay.
So, but what's funny is you was like, Mom, do you know who this is? And she was like, is this Koya?
Ah. Oh, jeez. Did she really say that?
She did say that, but I thought that was funny because I know y'all two are super
Oh yeah,
best friends,
that
and
was
Koya was
yeah.
my best friend too. So I knew
Dang,
that's
I
how
didn't
you
know she
could
said
get.
that. That's petty. Well,
I
she didn't
see,
know.
I understand, but
Yeah,
it was funny as heck. But looking back, I was
yeah.
like, at first I was like, huh?
Well, the last
But
thing I
that's
want to
how I
say,
met
yeah,
her.
I guess the last thing I want to say is just about adjustments. Even with the parents, is like the crazy part is now we have to make adjustments as parents. So there's gonna become a time where we meet, our kids,
Ooh, child, I'm not
person
ready.
of interest. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be very interesting to deal with that. We have our perspectives, but now being parents, it's gonna be very interesting to do that. But guys, we have been talking to you all for about 1 beautiful hour. And I think that it's time that we go ahead and end this episode.
Yeah,
So
because Tez then
we
had to get up and jack some kids
no, we
up.
ain't have to do nothing, man. Come on, bro. We ain't got to tell him none of that. Cause why do you want to get me arrested? Like you
No, it's
want the
not about
people,
that.
you want child abuse
Like,
to
shh,
come and say,
slow down.
hey,
Just grit a little teeth.
he was
Mm.
doing something. He came off the camera and did
No,
like what? They be making up stuff. You
it's
know what I'm
just gritting a
saying?
little
So
teeth. That's all.
all I'm saying is just y'all got to do me a favor. If you enjoyed this episode, share this episode. Get ready because it's going to be on Spotify. It's going to be on Anchor as well. So please be ready for that. It's a great conversation that we had about adjustments. And thank you to everybody who was commenting and saying some cool things. Thank you to everybody who was sharing it while we were live as well. We want to continue to do this. We'll be back next Wednesday at 10
At
p.m.
10.
So please make sure if you want to join us live on Facebook or on YouTube, make sure you find us at We Ain't Goals on all social media, and you can find us there. And when it's time to go live, we're gonna go live. We do have an Instagram, you all. If you guys want to just like the Instagram page, that would be
Yeah, there'll be
amazing as
some
well.
updates there
Yeah, some
as well.
yes, yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
so
So thank y'all so much. And we will see you next time on We Ain't
ain't
Goals.
goes
We love y'all, man. Thank y'all so much. We'll see you later.
later.